ہمارے یہاں جب بھی کوئی شاعر بیرون ملک سے اپنے کسی کام بھی آتا ہے تو ہمارے لیے وہ انٹرنیشنل مشاعرہ ہو جاتا ہے. تو آپ کی صاحبزادی جو ہیں ہانیہ ہماری بیٹی جو ہیں وہ یو کے سے آئی تو ایسٹر کی چھٹیوں کے چکر میں, لیکن ہمیں لگتا ہے کہ ہمارا یہ پروگرام انٹرنیشنل ہو چکا ہے. تو میں ہانیہ سے بھی کہوں گا کہ آپ بھی آئیں اسٹیج پر اور روسٹم پر آ کر جو ہے اس کتاب کے حوالے سے گفتگو کریں.
I would like to start off by acknowledging that most of the ideas presented today are borrowed from people I take inspiration from. I am grateful to be able to make sense out of those. Today, I am here to deliver my thoughts in a language I am ironically more confident in. Initially, I wanted to give a speech in Urdu, but on the insistence of my mother, I decided to speak in English. This anecdote sums up my relationship with my mother. She would always regard my comfort, my natural abilities, higher than what was typically expected of me. This made me confident in who I am as a person, helped me embrace my strengths, and acknowledge my weaknesses. Therefore, I shall convey in the medium I want to convey with all comfort and privilege. We are very different people, but at some ground level, there is a sense of acceptance as well as appreciation of the differences among us. I recently read a book called When Breath Becomes Air by a neurosurgeon losing his battle to cancer. An interesting idea I gathered from the book was that the author lived on in the form of his writing. Building on the same idea, I believe that the book does not come from the author comes from the book. That the author becomes a meaningful identity of existence through writing. Writing being a combination of ideas that have lived, ideas that have died, and ideas that are yet to come. I perceive my mother's book in a similar fashion. It is ever evolving, as if the cycle of life made manifest. Now I cannot tell you what literature is. You must know better than I. But I can tell you the forms of human my mother presents in her poetry. I have always viewed my mother as someone who is incredibly smart and is incredibly great at what she does. The feeling that everything comes natural to her, with which most people struggle with. I see her poetry as raw, an emotion that is to be felt, something unmasked, as a form of resistance, vocalizing against the norm, as a process of navigation, constantly trying to weave a way through life, as a process of negotiation, making sense out of realities, trying to reach a compromise, as something that talks about the coming tomorrow, presenting hope in a unique way, a fresh way to understand life, which in her poetry is referred to as farda. It is also beautifully addressed the idea of makhtub, the concept of spirituality, the belief that everything is destined, predetermined, and most importantly, written. And finally, as a process of reconciliation with grief, incomplete ideas, and what life has to offer. Therefore, I see her poetry as a circle of life, as things that have never been said, as things that have gone unnoticed. I have chosen a few sets of poetry to recite. The choice is intentional and made from transcripts that were drafted before the book was published. Excuse my pronunciation. कफस में भी पड़े सर मारते हैं, परिंदे पर मारते हैं. कफस में भी पड़े सर मारते हैं, परिंदे पर मारते हैं. खुदा पर छोड़ते हैं काम उसका, खुदा पर छोड़ते हैं काम उसका, फकत हाथी को कंकर मारते हैं. The second excerpt being, काफिला तो रुका था सदियों से, काफिला तो रुका था सदियों से, रात ने दास्तां कही है अभी. बस्तियां सो गईं मगर फरदा, बस्तियां सो गईं मगर फरदा, रात ये टिमटिमा रही है अभी. And finally, the third excerpt, مجھے ہر فیصلے اور اس کی قیمت کا تعین ہے. مجھے ہر فیصلے اور اس کی قیمت کا تعین ہے. میں اپنی جیت عورت ہوں، اپنی ہار عورت ہوں. مجھے ہر فیصلے اور اس کی قیمت کا تعین ہے. میں اپنی جیت عورت ہوں، میں اپنی ہار عورت ہوں. میں اپنے بھائیوں کو زندگی کے گر سکھاتی تھی. میں اپنے بھائیوں کو زندگی کے گر سکھاتی تھی. میرے ابو یہ کہتے تھے کہ میں سردار عورت ہوں. تھینک یو.